It's the 25th. It's the 25th of March. You know, I think we just finished up the first quarter.
We slowed it down, pushed up the pace and got to the final third. And most importantly, we got the goals immediately. As the game's coming to an end, we expect the
What's going on? Okay, let me try and mute.
Really great result.
All right. Let's just have a quick discussion. Did anyone had any challenge regarding the homework? Hello? Did anyone have a challenge regarding the homework that we were supposed to do? The one with the 5 instruments that you were supposed to do? No challenges. No challenging. No challenge. No challenge. All was good. So just quickly share on your chat box which instrument are you currently looking at and which instrument are you struggling with? Okay. All right, okay. So tonight we're mainly focusing on confirmation of entries. Oh no. So the main focus will be confirmation of entries. All right. So basically we just need to discuss okay. Billy is saying is on the road. What's going on? All right, someone is also on the road. Okay, let me just mute that. All right, okay, perfect, no problem. All right, no worries. Okay. All right. All right. All right, okay. All right. Remember we had a session where we discussed the 3 bases. Okay. We've got the rally, base rally. We've got the rally, base drop. We've got the drop, base drop. And then you've got the drop, base rally. Okay. So, and then, so in supply and demand, we buy at the demand and we sell at supply. Okay. So in supply and demand, we have components that are very crucial for everyone to understand. We have to understand what is a rally-based rally, what is a rally-based drop, and what is a drop-based drop, and what is a drop-based rally. And you have to understand what is a Quasimodo and what is a maximum pain level. So these are some of the components that make up what we call supply and demand trading. And then you've got the FCR, which is your failure to return. Then you've got something that we call the significant support and significant resistance. So these are some of the components that are there in supply and demand trading. Then you've got something that we call decision point. Okay. So now, so these are the components. So the components are more like your ingredients. So if you are cooking, if you are baking a cake, you're gonna have ingredients. You're gonna have flour, you're gonna have eggs, you're gonna have milk, you're gonna have sugar, different things. So these are some of the components that are crucial for everyone to understand that is trading supply and demand. Okay, you have to understand what is rally-based rally, rally-based drop, drop-based drop, drop-based rally. You have to understand what is the QML, the quasimotor. Understand what is head and shoulder, maximum pain level. I'll show you all of those things and what is a decision point, okay? And then the second thing you have to note what the price action. When we say price action, we're talking about what is the price doing as it moves towards supply or demand, okay? Remember, I think we've discussed this before. If you are driving a car, if you're going to make a turn, chances are you're going to slow down. And that signal may be possible. You're going to make a turn while you are driving. You're going to slow down and you're going to put a signal that now an indicator that shows other drivers that you're going to make a turn. So in the form of price action, it's something that we call compression, or it's something that we call diamond, okay? And then there are 5 components that we use to spot a supply zone or sell zone or buy zone, okay? And then there are 4 components that we use as confirmation, okay? What do you mean by components to spot? There are things that we use to spot that this is a sell zone, this is a buy zone. And then there are things that we use that the price action or that the price is doing as our confirmation. Remember, in trading, it's all about probabilities. So you want to make sure you've got the high probability setup whenever you are trading. Okay, so firstly, let's discuss how to spot our sell zone and our demand zone. So the first component is obviously, I think we have discussed this before. The zones. So a drop base. Okay, let me wait for this to load. So this is a drop base rally. And then you've got the rally base rally. Okay. So these are the components that you should be aware of. So a drop base rally and the rally base rally. Okay. So these are the components. Okay. And then if you want to have a significant or a very important high probability, what do we mean by probabilities? We are looking for a setup or a trade that is going to give high chances of us making a profit. So it must have a significant support and resistance. It must have a decision point. It must have FCR. It must have SR flip. Okay. So these terms, I'm sure some of our colleagues are not familiar with them, but I'll show you. The more we do this session, and then you have more understanding. Do not worry about them, okay? And then when the price is approaching, meaning when the price is moving towards a supply, or when the price is moving towards a demand, you want to see compression. I'll show you what we mean by compression. You want to see CPLQ, you know, that is same thing as compression. You want to see a diamond shape. I'll show you what I mean by a diamond shape. You want to see a fake out, okay? Once again, I'll show you when we're doing examples, okay? So this here, this example is what we call compression. This is an example of compression. This compression is moving towards the supply level where you see a sell of a 10 lot. Okay, so this is what we call compression towards a supply. And then this one here, this example, is another form of compression towards a demand. That is why you see a buy there. And you can see that red, that red note that's written news. That means before this compression was forming, But there, right when the price reached that demand level, there was some news that triggered a huge, buy volume, or that triggered a lot of traders or investors to buy whatever instrument, that actually had an economic report or maybe a speech or whatever news that was released at that time. So that's why I said compression. Then that news came out, or that report came out, and then you saw a huge spike to the upside. Okay. So to ensure high probability, you must make sure you have these components in your setup. A setup basically is how is the chart looking. Okay. So like I keep saying, the more we do the session, the more you're going to have better understanding of what we are talking about. Okay. Because I think some of the traders within the mentorship or within the Zoom session tonight can be a bit confused with the terms. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you on the charts what I was referring to when we say significant support and resistance, and when we say decision point, on when we say FCR, or when we say SR flip, okay? Because we all need to be in the same page, okay? We all need to be in the same page, okay? We all need to be in the same page, okay? Let's quickly go to the charts, okay? Let's quickly go to the charts so we can all have a bit more understanding of what we are talking about, okay? So this is what? Euro USD, okay? So when we say compression, we are talking about this here. We're saying compression because the price is doing this, like a spring. It's forming something like a spring, is moving up and down, okay? And this is what we call compression. And this compression is moving towards what? Here, a demand level, okay? So towards a demand level. And once again here, another form of compression, the price is pulling back, or we can call it a pullback. And you can see drop towards a demand level. And then after that demand level, you can see from there was a big push towards the upside, okay? So as the price was dropping, somewhere here, some news was released, and those news pushed the price towards the upside. As you can see, the price pushed up and it went up. Okay, yeah, question. Okay. UJ, 2 minutes, okay. Okay, so when the price is doing this, is from here towards that price, coming back here, coming back. So this is what we call compression, where the price is trapping, where the market maker or bank traders are trapping traders in both direction. So you can trade and buy here and sell here, buy here and sell here. And this is gonna form until it got to a certain level of demand. So we can simply go to the higher time frame, and you can see there is our rally-based rally, which is here. So chances are it can go up until this level here. So this is our first one, and this is our second demand level here. Okay. So I'm going to show you another example of compression, because it's significant. A lot of time you'll see compression and it gives you a very nice trade, especially you can also even trade the compression itself, place those buy or sell trade while the market is moving towards that supply level or demand level. Okay. All right. Okay, let's see another pair. Okay. So basically, after this level of compression, okay, let me just remove everything. Yeah. Okay. Pull back. Okay, 30 minutes. Okay, let's go to the higher time frame. So you see the price reached that level, and this was the low. And after this, you can see after a big push, this big push, this big bullish movement. Right now, what is happening with Euro USD is that the traders or the bankers are simply taking profits from this bullish movement here, from this movement from here, from this movement, from this bullish movement here. So now this is simple taking profits. Chances are it's gonna come back, gonna drop at least by 50%. So from here to there, at least 50%. So which is around here, which is a very nice level. This is a nice level to enter another buy. This is a nice level to enter another buy. And around here, you know, another level, nice level to enter another buy. Chances are the price can come back here and form here something like a QML, then made a drop towards that level. Okay, so compression towards a demand level. So this is another demand level, you can see. So the reason is because of that. You can see that candle. So there's this bullish big candle, and then there's this candle here, which is like a doji or a small hammer. So that small hammer is our base before another bullish movement. Okay, so the price is slowly coming back steady towards this level. And if we go to the higher time frame of same Euro USD, if you go to this higher time frame, I want to show you something there. You can see. So when we say significant support or resistance, remember we spoke about support becoming as a floor, and we spoke about resistance as a ceiling. Okay. So when you say significant support or resistance, we're talking about a level that the price has been touched. You can see there was a touch there, right? There was a touch here, and then there was a touch here, and then there was a touch here. Remember, this is a ceiling. The price, a ceiling is almost like a highest point where the price is touching. So the price touches level as a ceiling, drop, touch the ceiling, drop, touch the ceiling, drop, and now break above the ceiling, coming back. Now this ceiling is now our floor. So our floor is support. Touch the ceiling, drop, coming back, retest, drop. Now it's coming back here. So this here is our significant because it has been respected. It's been respected for a couple of times. So from this side, even this side, 1, 2. Okay, so 1, 2, and then a drop. So expecting the price to coming back to this base. If it's making a drop towards this base, okay. So you can see here first, then drop. Okay, then another drop again. I'm expecting it for this time around to go further up. Okay, pull back here. Remember, there was a huge bullish movement. Now it's here. Chance it can come to this zone and then push back up. Okay, is it clear? I think I'm hoping that everything is clear regarding the significant support or resistance. I'm hoping this is pretty much clear. Okay. All right. And then I think in the morning I did share the analysis on, I think it was M15. So I think at that time gold was somewhere here. Gold dropped, made a drop here. Okay. And you can see that this level here is a pretty significant, okay, let me draw another line, is a significant resistance level. So it's touching here and it's touching here again and again here. Okay, so 1, 2, and you can see here compression towards supply, compression towards supply, compression towards supply, compression towards supply. What happens? Drop. Compression towards supply. What happened? Drop. Okay, so this is significance resistance level, and then the price made the drop, first drop, push compression, drop, push compression, another drop. Okay, so now it's on 30-20. And if you look below, you can see here, there are these pins. First pin, third pin. So chance that when the price come back to the below this zone, what it will do is it will come towards this level of demand. It will drop below these pins. Why? Because there are traders who have placed their buy above these pins. Okay, does that make sense? Okay, so in the morning I did share some analysis on this one. That number one, you can, I think this was today. So I think I even gave out a signal here. So a signal was here. This was a signal. So a signal was here. Delete that. Delete. So I gave out a signal here. So signal, because I expected the price to drop at this level. So I gave out a signal for a buy and it made profitable. So it's profitable signal. Okay. And let's look for another instrument. I think we've been on currencies. Okay. So now we need to talk about SR flip. When we say SR flip, what are we talking about? We are simple talking about the flipping. When we say flipping, what are we saying? We are saying the support now has become changed. That when support change into resistance, for example, here. Okay. So what happened? The price went above. So this was like a ceiling. Okay. This was a ceiling, but suddenly the price break above this level here. The price break above this level. So this was our ceiling. Price was not breaking these levels. Price was not breaking these levels. You know, price was not breaking above these levels. Was not breaking above these levels. Suddenly, the price broke above these levels. Okay, now you see this happening. Okay, and then what happened? The price came back here and here. And once again, the price came back here and here. Okay, so this zone here, you can call it a flip. Okay, because what did you have? Because you had resistance. Do this. And so this here was your resistance. So we had resistance. So this was your resistance. And now you have, okay, support. Okay, now you have support. Okay, so where is your support? Let me just mark. So this is your R2, resistance number 2, this level here. And that over there is your resistance 1. Okay, and you have the side here S1, which is your support number 1. Okay, then you have the support number 2. Remember, we said support is your floor. Okay, so now you've got resistance here, you've got support here. So now this zone, this area here, this area here, it's a very nice SR flip where resistance has turned, this was resistance, now it has turned into support. It's like flipping. You know when you flip a coin from head to toe to tail, yeah, you flip a coin from head to tail or tail to head. So where there was resistance, it has now become support. It's almost like where there was a supply, now the supply has become the demand, or the demand has become a supply. It's like when you go and buy maybe your veggies, maybe let's say you go and buy your potatoes. You buy them, suddenly you decide, you know what, let me plant, these potatoes. You go to the food markets or the fruit or the vegetable markets, you go and buy these potatoes, and then you start planting them. By you planting them, you're no longer a consumer, you are now a supplier. Remember, a consumer would buy at the demand, but when you are a supplier now, you are at a different level where you are actually selling. So you have flipped the coin. Same thing here. From resistance, we flipped, the price has flipped into support. What was resistance is now becoming support. So this here is another way of confirming that this is a very nice trade for a buy. Okay, I'm hoping that is making sense. If you've got any questions regarding this, please just unmute and ask your question. Okay. I think there was an also, please unmute and ask your question. Feel free. This is a Zoom session where we all need to be on the same page. Okay. We need all to be on the same page. We don't want to leave anyone behind. Okay. We don't want to leave anyone behind. Okay. Let me look at this. All right. So when we are talking about a decision point, what is a decision point? A decision point is where you actually saw a change in that price action. Okay. A significant change. Okay. All right. This is a very nice one. This is a very nice one. So you can see here, another one. Okay. Okay, so a price break below and then come back here, retest. Okay, you can see this is some form of compression. When you see a cluster of candles, a lot of candles, just know, okay, when the price is moving like this, you can see now here. Okay, let me delete that. So this level here, you can see the price touches level, and then suddenly break below. So this was now what? Resistance. Okay, so let me mark that so we can all see. So that was S1. S1, enter. And then we've got S2. S2, enter. And now suddenly we have R1 this side. R1, enter. Then we have again here R2. Okay, R2, enter. Okay. I hope this is making sense. Okay. So as the price is moving in a form of compression, is pushing towards this level of, this is a significant level of support. The price is testing that level. Suddenly, there's a huge drop. Okay. Suddenly, there's a huge drop from there. Okay. Then you see that drop. And the price, once again, it come back. Does come back. You can see here. So this here is what we call a fake out. Okay. This here is what we call a fake out. Okay. I'll share a document that shows you a lot of examples of a fake out. Okay. A fake out is basically where you have, let's say, for example, here, you will have, you will have like your resistance like this. So you have your resistance. Sometimes you might have support like this. And another form of resistance also the side. Okay, let's see. Okay, so this is a fake out. Okay, so a fake out, what it simply does is it fake people or traders in, and it goes significantly, obviously above this level of resistance. Why? Because you've got traders that have placed their sell position here, and those traders, because they saw that sell, and they've got their stop loss just above the R1 or above the R2, and then suddenly the price move above it. So they've been faked out as if that is a strong resistance. Okay. Yeah. All right. Let's take some questions, guys. If you've got any question, maybe you want us to analyze a pair. Okay. Any question? Is there any question regarding the pair we are analyzing? All right. Maybe is there a specific pair? All right. Okay. Okay, clear for now. Okay. Let me do this for now. Simple. I'm gonna share some few pairs. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna share an ebook that is giving you a few examples of a fake out, because that is one of the things, fake outs and compression. Okay, and please study that ebook. because I'm gonna give out, and then do your own examples, at least about 5 examples. Okay, minimum 5, but I need 10. Okay, minimum 5 examples, but I want to see 10. All right. So yeah, that's about it. Even here, you can see here, the price has been touching this level. So this was some sort of a fake out. And above it, there is a level of, see the price touching those level above once again. Okay. Once again, see, touching that level, touching that level, then suddenly the price break above those levels. So I'm gonna share an ebook about compression and also about fake arch. Okay, I'm gonna share that ebook on Telegram, and then you do your own examples of fake arch. Okay, that is for tonight. And if you've got any question, remember I'm still available on WhatsApp, Telegram, and also my email. Don't hesitate to ask me, and please make sure you are on Telegram for updates or anything regarding mentorship. Okay. All right. Good night, colleagues. It was a good session. Okay.